Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video. I know it's been quite a while, but I've been busy with Christmas, New Year's, stuff like that, revising a lot. So I've been doing a lot of AFK stuff on my Ironman. As you can see, I'm on the Ironman right now, and this is going to be my second bank video on the account. I'm just going to quickly take you guys through my bank because I think it is pretty interesting, and we've hit a substantial landmark of 1 billion GP total worth on the account. Okay, so if I just jump straight into the bank, you can see we've got a lot of cash right now. I've just been alching a load of battle staves. So 71 mil GP, really useful for smithing as I'm not 99 yet, and construction, the main two GP sinks on the Ironman. Got a fair selection of runes, notable things, lore runes, all from Zora mostly, and did some blood rune crafting, although I did sell a lot of my blood runes. Obviously the essences from Zora, and they're fairly low counts. I don't like to stack up on that many things. I like to use things as soon as I get them and constantly be after the next level. Just got my skill capes chilling here. Not all of them, I have some in my house, but I keep a range of them there just because they are useful for teleports and little things like that. It's useful to have staminas in the main tab as they are important in pretty much every aspect of the game. And then as for the rest, got some multiple rune staffs here. Got Mist and Mud and Steam, along with the straggling Zora teleports. I did do Zora pre-teleport nerf, so I still have some left. And I've got all my jewellery down the right hand side here to teleport around the game. 63 glories, I would have over 100, but I'm pretty sure I've died with one inventory trying to charge them in the wilderness, and I'm pretty sure I've lost quite a few PKing. Also, of course, got the Gilded Graceful, the best colour in my opinion, and the full achievement diary armor down here at the bottom for teleports and things. Rune pouch, obviously very useful, and a massive stack of Zora scales, mainly due to the fact that I haven't actually got a toxic blade pipe on the account yet. So anyway, this main tab is just general use, teleports around the game, and really useful and essential items. So let's jump into the potions tab, and it does actually look a bit dry because I've got all these 3 days, 2 days, and 1 day's potions here. I keep them all in because I like to keep my bank tidy and I don't like them dropping into the main tab. So this collects all the main potions I use and they just fill up here, and I decant them every now and then like I have done for this video. Up as the placeholder icon, we've got the super energies ready and waiting to be made into staminas for when we do some more agility. As for my herbs, I've got quite a decent amount built up at the moment. I do like to use the easy ones just to get some herb lore XP, and I like to get the levels nice and fast. The main notable ones being over 2k dwarf weeds and about 1.6k toad flaxes. That's because the wines are an absolute bitch to get. Hopefully with raids, a bottles drop them, you never know, and the toad flax nests are pretty hard to get and I can't be bothered to camp mole. So yeah, a good range of herbs. I think I've got enough to get to 92 herb lore here. As for the rest of the tab, just some random bits of secondaries dotted around. I like to use the secondaries up as soon as I get them on the account. Next up we have the mining and smithing tab. This is also looking a bit dry because I do use the things as soon as possible really. As you can see, I've just used my rune ore. I've got the D-pick, got that on my 12th Chaos Ellie kill I think, with the ornament head attached to it. Got a couple of ores, some decent XP in there, and 32k coal, obviously mostly from Zora, that 300 coal drop. So pretty much a lifetime supply, along with some Motherlode mine, coal and Addy and Myth. I do have the coal bag, which holds 27 coal, and the gem bag, which holds up to 100 gems I recently achieved. So they are really useful for smithing, and the gem bag for Slayer. I do also have my Prospector outfit down here, which gives bonus XP when mining. And I've got some leftover nuggets because I've pretty much bought everything that you can buy. Okay, so the next tab is just really junky. It's just random crappy items for like clues and stuff. I haven't done the hidey holes properly, so I'll quickly breeze over this tab and onto the crafting tab. And as you can see, we've got the Zenite shard there as the placeholder, but don't currently have any of those, along with some placeholder gems, keeping them all up here. I like to use them up. A couple of gold bars, they'll go to over 100k stack after we finish smithing. And all this flax, although it seems useless, it is actually pretty useful nowadays with the spin flax spell. You can get 85k an hour crafting XP from using all of that, so that's just over 2 million XP there. As for the rest, just some random molds and stuff. Doesn't look particularly pretty. Got a lot of magic longbows here that I have to alch. I'm saving those for when I do agility, and I've got 32k bowstrings from spinning the flax with the spell. So the next tab is kind of a skills miscellaneous sort of tab. I need to sort this out, to be honest. It started off as like woodcutting and farming, but then I collapsed some other tabs into here, so it's got some food near the bottom, like cooking stuff. If we look at the top here, I've got 9.2k redwoods. That is 99 fire making banked. I'm currently 96 at the moment. As for the tools, we've got 7 dragon axes. Pretty lucky from DKs. I think we've killed about 150 of each boss. So yeah, pretty over the drop rate. Moving on to the herb seed. This is a pretty nice site for an Ironman. So yeah, I should really be less lazy with my farm runs and make those all into herbs so I can get that really important herb lore XP on the Ironman. As you can see here, as for tree seeds, I've grown some into saplings, but I don't particularly have much farming XP banked, as I do like to plant the trees as I get them. I think we're currently 94 farming, so we have still got quite a way to go until we get that 99. As for the rest, we've got coconuts here from Zora. Moving down, we have the pyromancer top and the warm gloves. Haven't really done much winter tod because I had all the logs banked for 99 anyway, and it's faster to make fires. These summer pies will come in really useful doing RD agility. I am 99 cooking, so these grapes aren't much use to me from Zora, but they do provide tons of cooking XP if I ever want to get that. And I have 2k raw sharks ready to be cooked, obviously from Zora as well, but I will be cooking them soon as I need them for PVM content. Right, so this tab with the potion here is probably the most impressive tab, so I'm going to save it till last and go on the jar tab. This is loads of random stuff, like it's loads of drops. It's things that I don't really use that regularly. So if you look at the top here, it's kind of things that I'd use to PK, I guess. I don't know, I don't really use this stuff. Loads of darts waiting for the blowpipe, 90k myth and 76k steel and nearly 50k added darts there. I've got some barrier stuff here, so Guthan's isn't a full set, I still need the helm. This Darox is all placeholders, so is this Carol's. The Arabs is placeholder. Got some Torag legs as well. Haven't really done a great deal of barriers. I've done about 400 chests because I feel I've got to a point with barriers where I have all the items that I really want, to be honest. Except for full Verax, which I don't have any pieces of. Got 2 heads here, KBD and Abyssal Heads. I haven't actually combined that with my Slayer Helm because it's 1k points and I am pretty skip happy with the tasks, so they are not going to get used for quite a while. I do have 2 Pagating crystals, although I do not have a pair of ranger boots, so they're just chilling there, waiting for the day where I can be bothered to do some medium clues and finish off my max range setup. And here we have plenty of magic fangs and serpentine helms. I've actually got 6 of each of these drops. I've got a serp in my main tab and I lost 1 PKing, and these I've got the staff of the dead and the toxic trident where you attach the fangs to. And I don't actually have a blowpipe, as you probably all know. 2.7k kills dry with no blowpipes, so that's pretty annoying. I currently have 2 Kraken tentacles along with a Kraken whip in the other tab. Circles and random stuff. Godsword shards, I've got some warrior ring placeholders. Most of these are placeholders. Saradomin sword is stuff I wouldn't really use. And then down here is just like random bits and bobs, which I'm obviously not going to throw away, like clue items. It's not particularly sorted out, so if you catch anything, there's nothing particularly interesting in here. If we get to the bottom, I've got the start of another bludgeon. I've actually already got a bludgeon, so that's the start of the second bludgeon. I've got another trident. Most of these things are just random bits of placeholders. Got 3 light frames ready to be made. I don't have any more monkey tails to make them though. Got some random bonds down here for when I run out of membership. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this tab. So I jump into the main tab. Here we go. This is the big PVM tab. Got loads of stuff in here. Loads of potions up here at the top worth lots of money. Got all the Sorrow Brews, Restores, Super Combats. And if I start from the top, I've got tons of monkfish from when I was revising for my January exams. I think it was in 2nd year actually, all that time ago. Basically that's been a lifetime of supply of food for Slayer. Got a whole bunch of sharks in there as well from Zora. Darox, good for Nightmare Zone. And what we've got here down the left hand side, this is all my Slayer gear. Obviously notable features being the Amulet of Torture and the Primordial Boots. Need 93 of crafting to make the Torture and the Zenite Shard drop. And I do have all the Zenite pieces, the Torture, the Bracelet, the Ring of Suffering and the Necklace of Anguish. Moving more into the middle, got my Carols here for Magic Defense Slayer tasks, along with the ranged equipment over here. Got full Armadil, completed Armadil fairly quickly on the account. 5 Devos chilling from Dark Beast just there. And in the middle I've got my Zora gear, so Aram, Serp, Eternal Boots, of course getting the crystal from Cerberus, Staff of the Dead from Zami God Wars, and a load of other stuff down here. As I said, the bracelet, and we've got the Occult Ornament necklace next to our trident, so that's basically our Zora gear there in the middle with the ring. And I do have a placeholder set of Bandos Tassets, Imbued Zerka Ring, Furies. The Tentacle Whip is nice for bossing, and the Zamorak Caster along with the Zamorak Spear for Corp, that will be eventually, and the Spear is good for certain Slayer tasks. I do have the Bludgeon, I got it after 200 kill count on Sire, which was really lucky. Cannot complain at all with that one. I don't know why I've got this random dragon stuff in here, just for some fashionscape every now and then, and I've got my Range Void down here, along with the Ballista and the Javelins in the bottom corner, which I don't really use for anything, to be honest. As for the God Swords, we've got the Bandos, Armadil, and the Saradomin. I've got placeholder Armadil Hilt, and I've only actually got one blade, so I can only have 3 of them at once. Obviously, we are missing the Zami one, but I'm not going to complain about that, seeing as it's probably the worst out of the lot. As for the rest of the tab, cannon chilling down here, some cannonballs. I've got 2 more rings, the Warrior and the Seers ring, so Dagannoth Kings is completed. The Crystal Halberd full down in the corner for specking certain Slayer monsters, and I've got the herb sack here, which is 750 Slayer points. So yeah, so feast your eyes on that tab. Probably the most impressive by far. And that has been the bank video. We have reached 1 bill total value, although it doesn't say up there because I don't have OS Buddy. If I quickly go and I will check how my little pets are getting on, just so it kind of completes the set of things. They're my stats for anybody that has not watched my videos before. So if we look in this house, we've got the Zami pet, the Smoke Devil pet, the Kraken pet, and the Beaver pet, and also this pet rock with a party hat on. Okay, so here's a quick price check of an inventory. 611 million GP, but if I look through the bank, I've still got loads of random stuff, lots of different bits and bobs, loads of untradables and stuff like that. So the total is about 1 bill, just over by a million GP or so. If you did enjoy the video and it provides some insight into an Ironman's bank, don't forget to drop a like. I will be doing raids soon in the new year, so this will be the last video of the year from me. Whenever I'm playing right now, I'm just AFKing and doing lots of revision because I've got big exams coming up in January for university. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this bank video, and I hope you had a nice Christmas, and I will wish you a happy new year, and I will see you in the next video.